Greetings, salutations. Once again, a good stretch of time between the last video and now. I had a bit of a bad time there. I was having real problems sleeping. I was getting maybe 3 hours a night. And then yesterday, which would have been Tuesday, I think I got some food poisoning. I ate a sandwich, and I was just sitting here watching YouTube, and even if I turned my head a little bit, the room would just literally start to spin. My stomach started getting bad. I eventually laid down. I think it lasted 14 hours altogether. Feeling much better today, but wasn't really on top of my game. If you watched the last video, you kind of know what I'm talking about. I kind of just was debating about whether or not I should keep on going on YouTube. I think my anniversary on YouTube was 6 years I've been on YouTube, I think. Yeah, 6 years. 817 subscribers. Not a really high number for that many years. Not to mention the amount of videos I put up. I'm well over 1,000 videos, I think. I don't even keep track, because it was never about being YouTube famous. It was more about just kind of documenting my life, which I kind of was doing the daily thing, then I kind of got out of it because it kind of burned me out a little bit. Now I'm on the fence about whether or not I should even make videos because there really isn't anything going on. I don't know. I was tempted to go back and look at some of my earlier videos. Two things I noticed. I was thinner, and I'm not quite the optimistic person I was back then. Last 6 years have, well, probably the best way to word it would be taking their toll, maybe? I don't want you to think the last 6 years have been horrible. They haven't been. Actually, there have been some really good moments in the last 6 years. But, with that said, I think maybe after the fiance left this time, it kind of hit me a little harder than I realized. And at the same time, turning 45, I think, has affected me a little bit. And then having the job situation turned into be a bit of a nightmare. It's like kind of like a combination of a lot of things that on separately you could deal with, but to have them all sort of happen really close together has probably taken a bit more of a toll on me than I realized. I don't know. I seem to be very... what would be the best way to describe it? Adrift. Adrift. I feel like I'm adrift. I don't feel like I have an anchor. I don't feel I have a destination. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it's treading water. It's kind of like waiting for something to happen. Life is proactive. For every action, you get a reaction. But if you do nothing, nothing happens. But the question is what to do. And that seems to be where I'm at. Some obvious alterations in my directions, or a recalculation of the destination, or something. The problem is, with most decisions in my life, I seem to make them very quickly and then just move on. When I have to think about things and weigh the pros and cons and stuff, that's where I seem to get bogged down. I look at all the angles, and before long, you kind of muddy the waters. While it's not good to make split decisions, I've done a couple of those that have come back to bite me on the ass, to say it lightly. Sometimes you can overthink the problem, and I'm kind of in that mode. I'm not even really sure what I'm going to call the video. Usually before I pick the camera up and I talk, I have an idea about something that I'm going to talk about. But I don't really know what to call this. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of this has to come with my past experiences up to this point and the lack of some rather stupid decision making. The fact that I am, in all likelihood, in the middle of what is my life, and from here on out, it is an actual countdown. If I'm lucky, I'm halfway. I may have been halfway about 5 years ago, to be honest with you, but it seems like this being 45 and having so much change in this year and so much go on that it's kicked off a thing inside my head. I had to close down Facebook. Well, not close it. I'm there, but if you go there, there's only one post. I deleted everything else. I really don't do much on Twitter besides post when I put up a new video. Leaving me pretty much the YouTube or Instagram, where I like Instagram because it's just a picture. And of course YouTube. I mean, I enjoy being on YouTube because it's like having friends, even though I don't know 99% of the people who subscribe to me in person. Some of the people who subscribe to me for a very long time, and I honestly feel I have a personable friendship with them. I've talked to them on other occasions. I watch their videos. I interact with their lives just as you would with a friend that lived next door. So, and out of the 817 subscribers I got, I average 32 to the high end, maybe 70 views a video, which is not a very high percentage of your subscribers. But at least people are watching it. And I often wonder why. And I've said this in other videos, it's probably because I'm pretty much just like the people watching my videos. Which is because that's who I watch, people who are like me, or the opposite. You watch somebody that does stuff that you might want to do, but you can't or don't do, or something, that you just find interesting. But because I do like a vlog, and I'm not like, driving an 18-wheeler, snowmobiling across the Alps, stuff like that, rafting down some river in South America, I would assume that means most of you are like me. And if you're like me, you can relate, and that's probably why you watch. But the part of me that creates stuff also feels that my creativity in the videos has been lacking severely, which all comes back to this being at this crossroad and not sure which direction to go, which is just something you gotta flip a coin, pick left or right. I mean, you can only analyze something for so long before you have to make a decision, because if you don't make a decision, you're not making an action, there's no reaction. A stagnant pool of water just doesn't have anything grow on it but algae. You have to move. That's the thing. And I just seem to be unable to make some decisions. There's a lot of stuff that plays into that. Your past history, confidence, what you think you can do, financial, health. There's so many variables to it, but if you focus on all that, you lose focus on making a decision. So I'm kind of trying to get myself there. That's really what it is. I'm trying to get myself there. But I do have to kind of get things going. And unfortunately for me, or maybe fortunately really, life is going to have to do some of that, because I have to be out of here by November 20th. So I'm going to move back to the house of the folks, which is 3 doors down. So then I have to decide, well, is that what I want to do? Do I want to do something else? And the job situation being not going anywhere, I really need to make a decision about that. So once again, I don't know when the next video will be, but if I can make some decisions and change some stuff, then I'll post a video for that. Otherwise, I'm just going to be here kind of contemplating things. And I'm about to have a cold drink. And that pretty much is summing it up how it all is here at, 11:30 at night on a Wednesday night. I think it's the 14th. Yes, October 14th. Life. Nobody ever said it'd be easy. Which is good, because then they would have been lying. Alright, I hope you're all doing well. I'll try to keep this one under 10 minutes so I don't kill you too much on the time. I do look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.